How the video game train keeps chugging along. More video games are coming, especially in September and October.
Uh-huh. Not November.
That's the only time we can release video games. I don't think we got two new entries to the November train though.
Yeah.
That's right. The Barbie game remakes and the Godzilla game remakes are going in November to go against Grand Theft Auto 6.
I did see that.
Finally, some non-cowards. Anyways, we're going to talk about more video game announcements this week here on the Season Line with Checkup OVA. It's a podcast where we have conversations about video games, anime, and manga. Hello, I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc, Alan, Lady
Hello.
This is episode number 493, and it's time for the Summer Game Fest.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Keighley is here in his weird
red shiny
red velvet jacket and shirt combination.
It was a very weird outfit.
Very weird. Either way, he's got a lot of game. He had 2 hours worth of games to tell us about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I will say I felt like this show was a lot better than previous year's shows. I think it's specifically because it wasn't bogged down with a lot of like bad advertisements in between.
Yeah.
Like there was like none of that in here really.
Yeah, the only advertisements you got were like some Nintendo Switch 2 ones.
And even then it was just like, here's games coming to the Switch. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. It
like
felt more natural.
Yes, yeah, I think that was it too. Like there was like no weird bad mobile game ads and everything. So like I think that was a remarkable step up in improvement for this show.
Yeah, I agree.
So there you go. But yeah, Keighley's got 2 hours worth of stuff. And let's dive into the stuff. We kick off. They're making another Resident Evil game. What?
Yep. What?
Who could have seen this coming?
Wow.
It's the one we've talked about that's been needing a remake.
Yeah, this one was in dire need of a remake. Yeah. So good
Code
that
Veronica
they're doing that.
Getting a remake. It's called Resident Evil Veronica. No more code in there.
Mm-mm.
Coming in 2027. I don't remember parts of that game being in France.
Yeah, I don't.
But also, it's
either.
been a while since we played that game, so
yeah.
And they also only showed Claire.
Yeah.
No Chris, no Wesker.
Steve? Is that his name?
Other guy.
Yeah.
No giant spider in Antarctica. Is that where they go? Antarctica or
that
someplace
sounds
real cold?
It's very icy.
Yeah, I just remember that giant spider's in there, and I was like, I don't like this.
I think maybe the France thing was that like she's following Chris's trail to France.
Yeah.
Which by the way, it was a pretty good nod that they're like, it looks like a boulder rolled through here when they go to his room. It was like, I see you. I see you. I know what you're doing. Also, good God. I know that like canonically Chris is like messy, but somebody help that man. That was a disaster.
Well, he has to go from this to becoming an alcoholic later, so.
Well, he probably still lives like that.
Meow.
It was literally a moment of like, you live like this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I will definitely have to get you through the spooter sections.
Well, I guess to be fair, if there actually is one, we don't know how much they are changing for this and all that sort of stuff, so.
True.
Shrug shoulders, but yes, if there is one, I will definitely be like, I'll help. I'll help.
Or we'll do like RE9 where you watch me play.
Yeah.
Since I watched you play the original Code Veronica.
I thought we played it together.
I don't think so.
I thought we played it like simultaneously.
I don't think so. I think I just watched you.
I don't remember. Either way.
Because I don't own it.
The real question here, of course, will they make Claire dumb? Because every piece of Resident Evil media since Code Veronica has just been the series trying to make her the dumbest person imaginable. So,
I mean, she at least was a little better in RE2, which I guess the RE2 remake is more based on her original self.
Yeah.
And Code Veronica is also based on that.
Yeah.
So I only hope that they make her not dumb and I all the weird chuds have been all over this game already, and I'm so annoyed by it.
How are you gonna
Um,
stop just finding all the weird people on the internet that talk about video games? You need to just like block them out of your mind and just eject them from your stratosphere. I think that's just
um,
gonna make you happier in general.
no, you're right, you're right. But if you remember, there's a whole thing about like cross-dressing in this game,
Is there?
and yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
and Claire yells something that is like kind of mean and inappropriate at him about it, specifically about him cross-dressing.
Hmm.
And so all the like weird right-wing culture war dudes are like, are they gonna cut this out? They better leave it in, they better leave it in. And then everybody's like, by the way, that wasn't in the original Japanese, that was something thrown in by the English translation. Like, it doesn't matter, it's iconic. It's like, oh, okay, in what world is that iconic?
Once again, Al, I'm going to say you need to eject all these people from the stratosphere and make it so you never see them ever again.
Yeah, yeah, I just need to get off the internet.
Enforce your own echo chamber.
Ah!
So yeah, that's coming next year.
Mhm.
I wonder if that'll be like around the same time that 9 came out, or when it will be. I feel like a lot of RE stuff like lately has been like,
February.
yeah, like winter spring-ish time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's exciting. No RE9 DLC talk at all in
I
any
was
of these press
surprised by that.
conferences. Yeah, so
I was very surprised.
shrug shoulders on that.
Mm.
But yeah. Next up, Cuphead's getting a new sequel. They're making a new game, and then they're also making a spin-off game called Mighty Cuphead Adventure or something. It's like a side scroller. Also, apparently they are making it so that you could play this on a Sega Master System.
What?
Yes.
How?
They're making it to like, I guess like they'll do reproduction carts, I'm assuming is their goal here, but yeah, it is being made as if it was a Master System game.
That's
That is, yeah,
crazy.
I saw that. I was like, that's super wild, but really cool in like it's a bizarre way.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. It is very, very weird though.
Yeah,
Unexpected, I think is a better word.
why not?
Sure.
Alien Isolation 2 is got a new trailer. The sequel to Alien Isolation, where you hide from the alien and it goes at you. That game will be coming at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's yelling back there.
That would be Mr. Ichiban.
Ichi's just a yapper right now.
He's a yapper.
And then Jeff was like, "Hey, we brought the guy who made Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, The Last Guardian, Fumito Ueda's here." And he's
Right.
like, "Hello."
Hello.
He's also got a new game, where you're hanging out with a big old mech, and you're just a little guy.
Mm.
This game's called Gen Atlas. I mean, it looked interesting. It looked very much like the kind of game this dude makes, so
Right.
not surprising in the slightest. But yeah, it looked interesting. I mean, I wasn't like the biggest fan of Shadow of the Colossus.
I
But,
love
like, this
I
looked
love
neat.
Eco.
Yeah.
And I like Shadow of the Colossus. Last Guardian was ass.
Yeah, you were not a big fan of The Last Guardian.
So we'll see if he can win me back with this one.
Yeah, it looked nice.
Yeah, it did.
Hang out with your big mech friend. Put the head on the body.
Yay.
After that, we got Blood Message. Do I remember what Blood Message is? Not really.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
Let's type in Blood Message to Google. It's an action adventure game.
Obviously left a big impression on both of us.
It deals with Chinese history.
Oh,
The Tang Dynasty. I don't know how to pronounce Chinese words, apparently. But it's one of those. I feel like there's like another one in here somewhere as well, so that is coming soon.
Mhm.
And then Stranger Than Heaven was here.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's like, all right, Stranger in Heaven is coming out January the 15th of next year.
Mhm.
There's Snoop Dogg, of course, because he loves money. There's his son. Oh, here's Tupac. And everyone's just like, huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
I don't feel comfortable with that. Like everything about Stranger Than Heaven has looked cool so far, but like that makes it really uncomfortable.
They've apparently said, hey, we're not doing AI for the voice, but given what they've announced later on
What did they
in the
announce later
week,
on?
the Crazy Taxi game, and that's being
Ah,
made with
yes.
Gen AI, so
Yes, 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 yes.
hard to believe them in this case. And also the fact that Snoop Dogg was like, yeah, I got permission from the Tupac estate. It's like, yeah, but the Tupac estate is not his family. It's just some record
And
executive
some guy.
who is like being sued by the Tupac family for a bunch of embezzlement money.
Yeah.
So like, that's not great.
Did they even get along? Like, were they friends?
I think I don't know. I am not up on the history of early '90s hip hop, so I couldn't tell you one way or the other. But yeah, apparently, I mean, they are already doing this, I guess, with a Japanese actor in
Yes,
this
they are.
game. The Onimusha game's doing it as well. But like they're not. I think they're just just putting different voices in those roles. But either way, it's just like I don't really see the point of doing this, especially for like this game. This really seems kind of pointless. But just like, why not just make a new character? I mean, obviously you're getting reactions and news by putting this in the game, but it's like it's one of those things that feels so pointless.
I just Googled and apparently Tupac and Snoop Dogg had a falling out right before his death.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Because Snoop threw some support towards Diddy and Biggie Smalls.
Ah. So
Um,
clearly, the right person to do this is Snoop Dogg.
yeah. I mean, as you said, Snoop Dogg will basically do anything for a buck now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this, like I said, it just made me feel really uncomfortable, which sucks because like I was excited about this game. I was really, really excited about it. I thought it looked really cool.
I mean, if I had $1 for every time RGG put in a
Somebody that
person
shouldn't.
a person in one of their video games in the last 12 months that has sexual assault allegations, I'd have $3, which is saying a lot.
Oh boy. RGG, what are you doing?
That's a great question.
What are you doing?
We thought maybe they would come back around after the Yakuza Kiwami 3 debacle, but
Nope.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about this game.
Yeah, I don't know either. I like I said, the whole Tupac thing has just left a sour taste in my mouth, I think.
Yep.
I don't know. It just feels like a weird, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a weird puppetry of a dead person.
Yeah. I mean, look, they already did this with that hologram thing.
They did,
Like
yes.
that Two Faces out of the jar at this point. So like it's not surprising that they're doing this. It just feels icky.
Jared,
Yes.
do you keep toothpaste in a jar?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't? Come on. You
It's
just squeeze it out of the tube and then you just leave it in the jar. Come on.
you just dip your toothbrush into the jar.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I just had
So
to
there's
check.
that.
I just had to
And,
check.
and then Jeff Keighley is like, Snoop Dogg, what about Death Row Games? And Snoop Dogg is like, yep, it's still very much a real thing. And that was
Yep.
it.
Yep.
That was it.
Yay!
After that, we got Hex, spelled Hakes.
Takes.
It is a Swedish game where it is cooperative first person. It's got puzzles from people who made The Division and Little Nightmares. You got a weird cube with you. And the world wants to eat you.
That's just real life for me.
Mm-hmm. Dead by Daylight got a thing for, hey, we're doing an update. That was kind of it.
Yeah.
Mortal Shell 2, I think, is coming out of early access
I don't
or
even know what that
something.
is.
It's a Souls like.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Resynced coming July the 9th. The remake, kind of Assassin's Creed 4, where they're just like doing all of the past stuff and none of the present stuff's all been cut out.
Really?
You don't get to hang out in the fake Ubisoft studio anymore.
So what's the point?
Well, I guess if you want to go pew pew with your ships and doing all the ship battles and
Hmm.
stabbing people.
Okay.
So yeah, that's next month. TMNT The Last Ronin by Platinum Games.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know the last time Platinum did like games based off of cartoon IPs, they went so well.
Which one was that?
They did Transformers, they did an Avatar game, I think, and then they did like a basic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. And I think all of
Mm.
them were like everyone's kind of like they're okay, but it's not
Yeah.
like this isn't the good Platinum games.
Right.
So like I was like, okay.
I mean, isn't
Um,
it like it's not like the same team in Platinum anymore, from what I understand.
yeah, probably.
So anyway, yeah, it was basically just like, do you want to hear some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme song? That was the trailer. Which, I mean, that theme song does go hard, but
Do 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 do.
it still exists though.
Yeah, I've heard The Last Ronin before. Like I know it's a storyline in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. I don't know what
Mhm.
exactly it is, but I've heard of it before. That's all I
Yeah,
can tell
I mean,
you.
it's a popular storyline. I just don't know a lot about it.
Yeah. Fortnite's here. Ben Starr's here.
Ben Star.
He's wearing his shirt with his face on it.
His shirt that was so big on him
Yep, it was very big. Why did he get
is,
that a size like 2 times as big as he needed?
I don't know, but I mean, it still looked good on him, and it was funny that it was him from the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ben Starr continues to be very funny, and if he ever does anything wrong, I'm going to be so sad. Um, but yeah, he's good, and he's part of Fortnite.
Yep, that's basically it.
That's it.
After that, we got Gundam Rogue Orbit, which was kind of surprising to see this.
You're the Gundam guy. Tell me about it.
I mean, it's a Gundam action game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time they've made one of these in a while. Like most of the time recently it's been like they make the Gundam Breaker series, which is like the one where you basically are making kind of like you have like a bunch of gunpla pieces and you can just throw them together to make a mobile suit and then you do like third person action combat with no real like super like story or anything. It's just kind of like a little bit fan service stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Gundam EX Versus stuff, which is like the quasi fighting game kind of thing. They've been doing that for a bit. They did the Gundam Overwatch game, which was good. Then they shut it down very quickly. They did like
Boo.
I think a few gotcha games recently, but they haven't done like a big like action story game in like a while. Like I feel like it's been since like maybe like the PS3 since they've done one of these. So yeah, this was interesting. I'm curious to see how it all comes about and everything. If it if it plays well and everything. Because I would enjoy a nice, good story based Gundam game.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see. This is coming out in 2027. Um,
Wasn't there a Gundam Musou at one point?
yeah, they made the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games on like PS3.
That's what I
They
thought.
made like a handful of those.
Yeah, I remember them. I never played them because I was like, I don't know Gundam.
I think I bought one of them and it was fine. It's just Musou with Gundam. And they did like very quick retellings of like all of the series essentially.
Ah, I see. I see.
Up next we have Crossfire. You'll get caught up in the Crossfire.
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 Speaking of songs that go hard.
That's true. Dudes be dudin'.
Yep.
That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I feel like this was the one that was like very weird. It's like a co-op game, but like soldiers and everything. And they're like, I feel like this was the can we coexist game. But maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But there was one game here that was just like the main characters can't trust each other, but they have to get through whatever they're doing. And I was like, all right. Uh-huh. What if it was just instead a remake of Crossfire, the board game? You'll get caught up in the Crossfire. Yeah, that's coming out sometime. Control Resonance here. It's got another trailer. We saw one at the State of Play. This is a different trailer from that.
Mm-hmm.
With some more stuff in it and everything. Which, once again, we're both like, we gotta finish Control at some point.
We gotta finish Control.
We gotta do it.
Ooh. We can do it.
I think we were like halfway through that game, so like it wouldn't take us that long.
Okay. We just gotta lock in.
We just gotta do it at some point.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they're making a third Guild Wars game coming in 2027. Well, I guess not really coming in 2027. The beta's coming in 2027. And by that, I mean fall 2027. But don't worry, you can sign up now for a beta that's going to be coming out in like 16 months.
Great.
Yeah, they're putting it out on PC, and they're also going to put it out on PS5, which I think is the first time like Guild Wars game's been on console, maybe. Which is interesting. I've played Guild Wars 2 a little bit here and there, and that game's all right. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with this, and especially putting it on console and all that. I think it'll be interesting as well to like play this with a controller, because like in Guild Wars 2 is like the gameplay is a lot more like kind of like streamlined than your traditional MMO, where like you have like 7 bajillion abilities and buttons to press, where it's like in Guild Wars it's like, yep, 5. That's kind of it.
Nice.
So I would assume that would translate well to controller, but I guess we'll have to wait and see in quite a while.
Got a hot second to wait.
Yeah, there's that. Star Wars Galactic Racer new trailer.
Now this is pod racing.
They're going fast.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. Game looks still nice and really neat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see where this goes and everything. This is out October the 6th.
October.
After that, we got End of Abyss. It's a sci-fi game. It's out October 1st.
Yeah, I don't remember this one.
It's a video game.
That is true. It is a video game.
I feel like this was the game that was kind of like similar, not necessarily similar, but like stylistically, not necessarily stylistic, but like gameplay wise, kind of like Limbo and all that sort of stuff, where it's like the little characters on the screen and everything's like very big and all that sort of stuff. I feel like this was that game. I could be wrong though, but again, 7 bajillion games to talk about. That's what's going to happen. After that, we got Virtua Fighter Crossroads, the latest Virtua Fighter game, which also is like they're doing a weird story thing for this game, which is bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it reminded me of Shenmue when they were doing the trailer. Because I mean, that game is the combat, and that's basically just Virtua Fighter combat.
Right.
And then it's a lot of new characters, and then they showed Pi at the end as like she's like an older version of herself. So I guess that's probably how they're going to introduce the regular Virtua Fighter cast.
Legacy cast.
Yeah. They announced like the story team for this afterwards, and it's like it's a dude from RGG, of course, because that's who's making the game.
Right.
David Hayter, you may know as Solid Snake.
What?
One of the writers in this game.
Okay.
And then also one of the dudes who wrote games like Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5 is one of the writers in this game.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah. Again, a weird stacked writing cast for a Virtua Fighter game.
Fighter, right. which is not really known for its story.
No, it's very bizarre.
It is very bizarre.
I think they talked afterwards as well, like they're still gonna have like, you know, like the fighting game stuff in it, but like this is gonna be a main big mode in it, is this big story mode. I'm very curious to see how it is compared to like Street Fighter 6 has its own little kind of story mode where you build your freak of an avatar and then you go around and like learn how to fight and all that sort of stuff, but
right.
It's kind of just whatever. I guess this would probably be similar in that vein, but probably just a lot more blown out and enhanced and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, interesting. That's coming out next year. They showed off RuneScape Dragon Wilds again. We saw that at the State of Play. Mafia: The Old Country is getting a DLC expansion coming out.
They showed the dude's face.
August
I was like, am I supposed to know who that is?
It's the dude from Mafia 1. That's all I know. I played that game. I don't remember much from it, but
nice.
I bet if I looked up the dude, I'd be like, oh, right, that dude.
Yeah.
Let me go look this dude up real quick.
Okay.
And I'll be like, oh, this dude.
That dude.
This dude.
That dude?
He's the antagonist of Mafia 1.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, that's coming out August 14th. I still want to play this game. It just has not gotten cheap enough for me to be like, I want to play this game.
Right.
But I would still want to play it at some point.
Yeah.
We get a new game from the creator of Assassin's Creed. It's time to go to 1666 Amsterdam and be a vampire. Hang out with some kitties. You get to wear like a cool red hood and everything and a cat on your shoulder. And everyone's like doing weird stuff. And you're like, I'm a vampire.
It said like 666 on there first.
Yeah,
and then they just put the one in front. I was like, oh, that kind of ruins the effect a little bit when you put the one in front, but yeah.
There is a demo for this out on Steam right now, and it's coming to early access later in the year.
Oh.
Hang out with your kitty friend who will just hang on your shoulder and be a vampire.
Well, the cat's a vampire?
No, you're a vampire.
Oh, I am a vampire.
Maybe the cat's a vampire. I don't know. I don't know if there's cat vampires out there.
I don't know. Maybe there's cat vampires.
Maybe.
I can't be a vampire because I like garlic.
True.
Unless that's just a ruse.
Maybe you could just find the way around that. Find the immunity to garlic and be a even more powerful vampire.
Okay.
After that, Billy the Puppet rolled out on the stage and
Make
was like,
a choice.
do you want to play a game? And then Karate popped up on the screen and was like, make a choice.
Make a choice.
Live or die. They're making a Saw game, which I was kind of like, all right, I would play a Saw game. And then it was like, it's a 3v1 multiplayer game. I was like, well, that game's dying in 6 months.
Yep. No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I feel like that's just the route that all horror franchises are going nowadays when it comes to video games. It's like, we're just gonna make a multiplayer game, and then they die in 6 months, and then everyone's like, why did they do this?
I think you could probably make a pretty interesting Saw game if you didn't do that.
Yeah. I saw John Kramer. He was there.
Meow.
And then there was a bunch of traps.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, do you want to play a game? And Billy the Puppet's here.
Yeah, him just cycling out. I was like,
make a choice.
What the heck is happening here?
Apparently, they just had some dude controlling that thing all through the Summer Game Fest stuff all weekend, which is very funny.
God, that is really good.
So yeah, that's a thing. Saw 1's still a really good movie. If you have never seen that, you should go watch Saw 1. It's still
Saw 1 is very good.
Yeah.
It's
live or die, make a choice.
Became like gore porn.
Live or die. Make a choice. After that, a new trailer for Lords of the Fallen 2. This is a Souls-like game coming in the fall. If you want more Souls-likes, And then after that, it's Star Wars, but more.
More Star
Trailer
Wars.
for Star Wars Zero Company. This is the tactical game they're making. Very XCOM like. You could have a whole squad of droids if you want, which is very funny. I can't wait to roll up with my squad of droids and miss all my 95% chance shots. Like, what's happening here? Why am I missing everything? So yeah, it looks fine. I'm not a tactics person, but like, that's an interesting idea to make a Star Wars tactics game. And then also they brought out the boy Anakin Skywalker at the end.
Yeah, they did. I was like, oh man, I hope that they are paying Hayden for his likeness, and also I hope that if he is in the game, that he's getting paid well for it.
Which I guess they would make this like pre-3.
It'd have to be pre-3
because they called him like Commander Skywalker or something.
Right, because after 3, he's Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And very disfigured.
Killing kids.
The younglings. So it has to be pre-3.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming at some point.
Yep.
Blood of the Dawn Walker. It's more vampire stuff.
Vampire.
This is coming out September the 3rd. They be vampiring about.
Was this the one that had the delivery guy, or was that the other vampire game?
That might have been the I don't remember. There was one with just a delivery guy, then delivering blood. The blood Uber man.
And then the dude just like starts drinking the blood, and the delivery guy's just standing there. I'm like, brother, leave. What are you doing?
I just like to watch.
It's weird. Ugh. Anyway, I don't remember which one it was, but it was very strange.
That was something. Though I just like the idea of a blood Uber.
A blood Uber.
That's just funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's coming out very soon.
It's your Uber Eats blood.
Uber blood.
Uber blood.
Among Us. They're making a new video game. Among Us. Among Us on Guard. It's a video game. And then they also brought out people from the Among Us television show.
Right.
And we're like, we made a television show. All the episodes are out. Please watch it. Right. And just a big old man in an Among Us suit was out there as well.
There was the one that was alive and one that was dead.
Yes. So there's all of that. 007 First Light is getting some story DLC.
Who is this man?
That's Lenny Kravitz, my guy.
That's Lenny Kravitz?
That is Lenny Kravitz.
Wait, he's in Bond?
Yep.
Why?
Why not?
I guess. Don't let him wear leather pants.
He might have been wearing leather pants. It's very funny because you go to a place that's like very hot, so again, would not be surprising he was in leather pants.
Mm-hmm.
He will return with a new story mission.
Wow.
That I guess will go off of the events of the main game and everything.
You do know about him in the leather pants, right?
I feel like I do, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
So Lenny Kravitz at one point was performing in leather pants.
Uh-huh.
And he like went to do some kind of like dance move type thing, and the pants ripped. Mm-hmm. And he was going commando, and you just saw everything flopping around.
Whoops.
Yep. I was like, oh, that's Lenny Kravitz.
Well, I guess at that point he really wanted to get away. He wanted to fly away.
Yeah.
Well, he does not do that in the Bond game.
Okay, well,
fortunately or unfortunately, whichever way you want to go with it.
Save him his dignity.
Yeah. So that's gonna be part of their year one whole thing, which they put out like a whole roadmap as well of like all the stuff they're doing.
I see.
So yeah. Aeon 2 is coming. The sequel to Aeon. More MMOs are coming.
Right.
And then also Wuthering Waves is getting a Cyberpunk Edgerunners collaboration. That's the word I'm looking for.
That was so weird.
I was like, is this just a new Cyberpunk game? And then it was like, it's the gacha game. And I was like, oh, right.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, it's Cyberpunk based off of the anime. Oh, no, Never mind. That's not what this is.
So there's that. Monster Hunter Wilds, not Worlds, getting its first DLC expansion out in 2027. It's called Ascendant. More monsters are coming.
More monsters are coming.
You'll get to fight more of them. That's yep. That's Monster Hunter. There's a big dragon at the end.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, roar, I'm a dragon.
Rawr.
You're gonna fight me 30 times to get one piece of gear. That's Monster Hunter, baby.
Woo!
Following that, we got Swords of Legends. This was the one where it was just like a boss fight, and that was kind of all they showed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're just fighting a boss right now. Okay.
Which looked fine. It's just like a lot of the stuff kind of like, it felt like very early because like a lot of like the impact and stuff didn't feel like all that great in terms of like the combat, but you know, it's another one of those games.
Yep. But
So
Chinese.
there's that.
There's that.
Hot Wheels Infinite Rush coming in September on the 24th. This looked nice. I think it's neat that we are getting more arcade racers because that has been the kind of dead genre for quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's basically just been Forza Horizon and that's it.
Right.
So getting more arcade racers is a neat thing. And this, you know, it's obviously going for a lot of the Hot Wheels aesthetic and everything in terms of like how the cars look, the tracks look like play sets and everything. So
it was cute.
Neat. Yeah. Sonic, he's here. He's gonna go fast. Sonic Racing Cross World, excuse me, getting more DLC for its next year.
Getting
like Godzilla
and Evangelion.
And Evangelion.
Oh no, I snorted.
Evangelion loves money and will collaborate with anything. Sonic and Final Fantasy 14. So Sonic's just gonna yell at Shinji to get into the car robot.
Yeah. There's also like a little cute like chibi Sonic game looking thing. I don't know what it was, but
yeah, they're making a Pico Park game based off of Sonic.
I don't know what Pico Park is.
It's a cooperative puzzle game.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay.
So there's that. But yeah, Sonic Racing getting Evangelion. Shinji wins the race and everyone just drives around him and just claps and yells congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
So there's that. They're making a third Attack on Titan game for some reason.
Yep.
That seems very bizarre. Like, I feel like this would have made much more sense like 5 years ago.
Yep.
Maybe when like the final season, but final for real was coming out.
When there was some real hype about it.
Yeah, but now it's just like, I guess it's supposed to tell the entire story from front to back, which I guess the other two games wouldn't have been able to do at that point in time.
True.
But yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, neither of us are big Attack on Titan fans, so it doesn't really do much for us. But again, it just feels very strange to put this game out now.
Yeah. And like even Omega Force can't save this for me.
No. We got another new arcade racing game called Clutch. This one way more story focused, which I'm also very into. I love some really dumb, good racing stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very interested in this. I think as well, like they said, this is like from people who worked on Forza Horizon and all that sort of stuff. Did all those games, so I am eager to see how this goes and all that sort of jazz and where it ranks in the pantheon of weird racing stories. So that could be cool.
Yeah.
Chronicles Medieval. It's a game where you're in. It's a big old battle game in the medieval times.
Woo.
You're stabbing folks and you're getting your troops ready and doing all that jazz.
Great.
Sea of Remnants had like a music video. Sure.
Yep.
And then we got some toys, a Capcom toy advertisement with Ryu and a mustache. And I was like, I would buy a Ryu and a mustache action figure. That sounds great.
That sounded great. Yeah, he was he's pretty fun.
Just to tell like, hey, all Capcom games are on sale right now.
Yeah.
And Ryu's like, Hadouken.
Hadouken.
It's pretty good. Pal World's coming to 1.0 on July the 10th.
All right.
So there's that. I think someone should sue this video game.
Who do you think's a good candidate to sue for damages?
Digimon.
You know what? You're right.
The Digimon company.
You're so right.
And then they're like, hey, The Wolf Among Us 2 we got a new trailer for that. It's coming in 2027.
I never played the first one.
I never did either. Like, I played a lot of the Telltale games around that time, but like that was the one I didn't play somehow.
Maybe we need to play it when the re-release of it comes out.
Yeah, maybe. I think it was just because like that was the one Telltale game that like I didn't play that. I didn't play the Borderlands one, but like I know for this one specifically, like I was just one of those things like I just didn't know the like the original stuff from it, so it was just like I can skip over this.
Oh, I thought it was just fairy tales.
It's like a comic. Like
oh,
Fables
is it?
Is what it's called.
Oh, okay. I've read some of that. It's fine.
I think that's what it's based off of. But yeah, 2027 for this, and then they're making a Wolf Among Us remastered coming later this year. I would assume that means that like you could probably take like choices from the first game and put them into the second game.
That makes sense.
If they're doing that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. They're making another Stellar Blade game called Blood Rain. But not the other Blood Rain from like the early 2000s with the vampire
with a Y.
lady. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did the main character look 12, but then they're like, have some butt jiggle physics?
I mean, that's because that's the developer of this game.
Why are they creeps?
This is the people who make Nikkei.
No, I know that
so.
I know that they're creeps, but I'm just saying, why are they creeps?
You know.
You have choices in life sometimes, my friends.
No, apparently we don't.
And some of those choices are don't be a freaking creep. And none of these what the hell are they doing here?
What the hell are you doing here?
They don't belong here. I don't know. And then like they confirmed later like that they purposefully made her look young and everything, and I'm like, oh god, you guys.
And also this is a team that's very much like the head of it's been like, yeah, I think Gen AI is pretty cool. So
Yep.
After that, Street Fighter 6 unveiled their year 4 DLC content.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big man, there was a lady, there was the other guy from the Avatar mode.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Tifa. Which, yeah, sure. I feel like Tifa's always been like one of the characters like people have wanted as a guest character in literally any fighting game.
Any fighting game.
Yeah, sure. It makes sense to put her in here. I feel like Tekken probably would have been the better option in terms of like the way the gameplay is and everything. But like, sure, throw her in here. And they also said like they're going to do stuff with like materia and everything and do some Final Fantasy stuff in there. And then she'll punch.
Yeah, I mentioned it to you, but I couldn't stop staring at the art in the back because it's like, is that just a nip?
I think it's just bad shadows, but it does look like it's just a nip.
It just looks like a nip, and I'm like, all right, I guess that's what people do with Tifa. So I was very distracted the whole time. And it was also funny because they're like, oh yes, Hamaguchi is here for Street Fighter, talk about Tifa. Anyway,
that's
bye.
it, clearly.
Bye. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, he's not here just for that. That's stupid if he's here just for that.
That would have been in the same vein as when they announced Final Fantasy VII for PS4.
Oh right.
One of the Sony things in like at the end of the year, and they were just like Final Fantasy VII for PS4.
Yep.
it's the game from 1997. I was like, oh,
Ugh.
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 So that would have been funny,
It
at
would have been
least.
very funny. But yeah, they're like, we'll see you later this year. And then like, oh, I guess you're coming right back out, buddy.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
But yeah, I bet Tifa will play fine in Street Fighter. I bet,
I'm sure.
unfortunately, we get an Advent Children costume for her. Because that'll be like one of the alts they probably do.
Right.
They should do a blocky Tifa, because that would be funny.
That would be funny.
But yeah, there you go. More Street Fighter DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we go. It's time for the final big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
High Guard 2, come on down. It's Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Didn't go with Reunion, which I feel like they should have done.
Well, they couldn't do Reunion.
Despite the fact that they did it on the Crisis Core remake, just
yeah.
Who cares? Do it again.
Well,
that's all they say in that game is Reunion.
You know what they could have done? They could have said reunite.
No, that doesn't have the same tongue feel.
Well, so the whole thing that bothers me about this is that, like, remake is like an action, rebirth is an action. Revelation's not really an action.
I don't know. I've watched enough of Hololive English's in Reco, and they use Revelation as their special move, so clearly it's an action.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong.
That's all I hear whenever I just see this title as well. It's just the girls yelling Revelation.
Revelation. Yeah. We have playable Vincent and Sid.
Yeah, Sid stabbing Zack on the cover art.
He looks like he's Sephirothing Zack. I don't know why they chose that, but that's what it looks Zack. Like.
I haven't met this feller, but I think I don't like the cut of his jib.
So yeah, we have access to the High Wind pretty early on. We get access to Vincent and Sid. Matt Mercer came out to do some talking because Matt Mercer is
he's Matt Mercer.
He's Matt Mercer. And he's also very excited about being Vincent. So I'm sure they basically were like, hey, do you want to do this? He's like, I'll do it for free. Just let me be up there, please. So that was fun for him to be able to geek out up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sephiroth's voice actor is different. People are upset about that.
Just scheduling issue. Nothing bad. Like, oh, the original voice actor did this. Like, no, it's just
it's issue. A schedule. Yeah, it happens. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The fit system is still weird to me. Like it's dress spheres basically.
But now think of this.
Okay.
What if this is an avenue for them to sell you DLC costumes?
Oh. And once again, last time I was distracted because it looked like Tifa's nipple was up there. And this one, they gave her like a boob box in her fit outfit. And I was like, what are we doing?
Welcome to the boob box. Yeah, I felt like the job costumes were kind of like, They felt very much like Ever Crisis costumes, which is not a great comparison to have.
Yeah, no, they felt like Ever Crisis costumes.
It's an interesting idea to do, I think, because like it gives.
But why in the third game?
Like it gives them it gives you like an option to be like, do you want to like have full customability, or do you want to have just like, here's a suggestion for you that we have essentially in terms of a character's job and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it is kind of weird they are just like introducing this in the third game of all things.
Yeah.
A little bizarre. I find it funny that you just parachute off the high wind to go to various places. Yeah. 100 Tifas drop into an island.
I saw someone ask, like, how does Barrett pull his parachute?
He's got one arm.
Yeah, but
he's got a functional arm.
Okay.
That's all I got for you.
Yeah, maybe he figures it out. He's figured everything else out, so I'm sure he's good at that. Yeah, you parachute in. We get to see some of the weapons in this. Obviously not seeing anything big, like we didn't see any of the like underwater travel. We didn't see any of the space travel. We didn't see anything that's happening with Zack and Aerith.
They showed a couple of the weapons.
Yeah, that's what it says. They showed off like Ruby weapon
Yeah.
and all that. And
No Cloud in a wheelchair.
no Cloud in a wheelchair. They have Cloud talking to flowers, which is cute. Um,
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think this is gonna be the real interesting test of this whole trilogy that they've been making, because
yeah,
this is the part of where Final Fantasy VII gets real weird, and
yeah,
in what I think is a good way, in terms of like some of the story stuff they do with like Cloud and everything. Like I think some
uh-huh.
of that stuff's really interesting. And again, it's stuff that people just don't really talk about when it comes to Final Fantasy VII. It's mostly just the beginning up to Air of Dying, and that's kind of it.
Mhm.
Um, so like I think having that a lot of that stuff kind of come out to a more broad audience again as well is going to be interesting to see how people react to it. But it's going to be very curious to see how they finish this whole thing up. Um,
I'm also interested because, like, spoiler alert for Rebirth, they've already touched on a lot of the stuff that's dealt with in the live stream sequence of the original seven.
mhm.
So I'm not quite sure how they're going to handle that because, like, he's aware that Zach was there in Nibelheim, and he's aware that he is potentially dead. He's him and Tifa are both already aware that like he tried to save her on the bridge situation, which like all these are the things that were like the linchpin of why the live stream sequence had to happen was to
Mhm.
like put Cloud back together by figuring out where his memories were all forked up. Um, but that's already been cleared up. So what do we do?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. I mean, I really liked Remake.
Mm-hmm.
And the wacky shenanigans they did there. I did not like Rebirth that much.
I liked like 60% of it,
There you go. I liked like 60% of Rebirth.
and then the back half or back third really kind of fell apart.
Yeah. That's absolutely correct. And so I'm interested to see like, do they stick the landing on this or
Yeah, I think that's really the big question here, especially just because how big of a project this has been.
Mhm.
Is can they stick the landing?
Well, because they have to cover Wu Tai, they have to cover the first soldier stuff, they have to cover like the entirety of Disc 2, basically. Um, Deep Underground's there. Like there's so much that they need to cover. Um, and the other thing that I found interesting about the interviews that they did is they were saying that how you get to the final point may change based on player choice, but that there is going to be one set ending that like it
Mhm.
all leads to the same destination.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I think they said as well, like the main stuff you're going to do in order, but like the side content you can kind of do however
mhm,
you want. I don't know if
yes.
that's what they're playing into there or what, but
Well, I think they're referring to like how the previous games had like an affection system.
right.
I think it's something like that, or like side quests with the characters to like fill out their arcs or whatever. I think it's going to be more like that.
Sure.
Um, Also, some things that were funny about interviews that happened with this. One, there was a question about like, so Nomura a while back said that everything's going to lead to Advent children. How is that going to work in this? And Hamaguchi's like, no, nobody ever said that. We don't say that. That I mean, you'll have to find out, but like no one ever said that. And that's not something that we think. I was like, oh, okay. Um, and then the other thing is that some interviewers were like, so Tifa's the main character now. He's like, no, Cloud's always been the main character. Cloud's always going to be the main character. I don't know what you're saying. It's like, okay, Hamaguchi's done with people's bullshit. He's like, why do you just not get what I'm trying to do here?
I
I
mean,
get
I'd have to imagine this whole project has been exhausting.
Oh, I imagine this dude's probably aged like 30 years in the past like decade trying to
I
make this
mean, they announced this
series.
whole thing back in 2015.
Oh my God.
Um, and they've probably been working on it before then as well. So at least 12 years they've been working on this thing. And then, I mean, to be fair, to Square's credit, it is kind of astonishing they've been able to do this whole thing.
Yeah, no, it is incredible that they've been able to do this whole thing. And I mean, getting them out 2020 to 2027, which I guess we should mention it's coming out in 2027.
Mhm.
Spring 2027 specifically. Like that's pretty impressive given like the scope of these games. Like
And
yes, you
sometimes
get to
Square's track
reuse
record.
that too. Like you get to reuse assets, so I mean that obviously helps. RGG can tell you that.
Yep.
But I mean that's still really impressive to do that in 7 years. Which I guess it's also funny that they did 7 years. And
Yeah,
they're released.
they were able to put out the entirety of Final Fantasy VII again in between Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4.
That's hilarious.
Kingdom
That's
Hearts 4 got
so.
announced before remake came out and still has not come out.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Um, yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm still on the fence on it if I'm gonna get it at launch or if I'm gonna just like wait to see if there's some spoilers.
Sure.
Um, because I'm so worried that they're just not gonna stick the whole landing on like, can things change? If it all leads back to Advent Children again, like my life, that's miserable. That's a miserable experience. And like it said in remake, like that's the bad ending. So like why would we want to get back to the bad ending?
Because people are dumb.
Yeah, people are so dumb.
I can't wait for giant weird Sephiroth boss.
Ah, yes. Safer Sephiroth.
Yeah.
That should be interesting. I wonder if they won't rename him. Like it's a mistranslation, but they won't rename him, right? He's
I
still
don't
gonna
know.
be safer.
Maybe. Who knows?
Um, what about shirtless Sephiroth?
I mean, I guess they named her Aerith in this, so
True.
maybe they will do it. Yeah, let Sephiroth get them out.
Let him get them out.
Get his flip phone out.
He pulls out the flip phone and talks to Zach at one point. He's like, Zach, stop interfering.
Just
You're
a voicemail
really...
with Zach yelling at him. He's just like, he has to pull the phone back out again. He's like, oh, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. It is interesting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, we have one thing that I am interested in seeing is that in Wu Tai you lose all your materia.
Mhm.
I wonder if the fit system will help with that at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it sucks to be without your materia.
True.
The other thing is that they have confirmed that there will be chocobo breeding in trans what's the word I'm looking for?
Transmog.
No. Traversal, that's the word I'm looking for. Traversal.
Transmog Versal.
There you go. That you will not be able to access everything with a high wind. So hope you guys are ready to breed some chocobos and race a lot.
I love chocobo racing.
Do you?
The video game.
Featuring Squall of Final Fantasy VIII, the superior Final Fantasy. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I am on the fence after how the back third of Rebirth went.
I think that's fair.
But I mean, this is obviously a huge announcement to end the show with. Huge. And yeah, Hamaguchi was not seen later this year, unless, I mean, technically it's later this year.
Well, he came out 5 minutes later. That is technically later this year.
It's technically later this year.
They were technically right.
Yeah, no, that's a version of right, technically.
Well, that was the Summer Game Fest.
We'll talk about more video games next week.
We got more video games coming next week. Yeah, that's true. But that's going to do it for us this week. So if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimeCheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Jared Now Watch. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Ann Ladium, go to AnnLadium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Blue Sky at seasonalanimeCheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, a critical analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. And get support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. Buy us a slice of pizza, get access to unedited versions of the podcast early. Our monthly exclusive Patreon podcast. We got a new episode of that out where we watched Titanic.
Near or far.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
We also have our new Patreon show where we're ranking every North American PlayStation 1 game. We might have a new episode of that out by the time this is up, or at least sometime very soon.
Ooh.
I got all the games ready for us for the second episode, so...
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. You can also find a bunch of other bonus content on the Patreon as well. Next week, we'll talk about the final bits of video game announcements, because Nintendo held a direct.
They did.
And we're going to talk about it.
We are.